finding the right partner feels like a whole lot of work. There are so many moving parts to a relationship, such as attractiveness, trust, honesty, communication, intimacy, sex life, etc., that it may feel like there's no hope in finding a partner that you can spend your life with. But these couples will make you change your perspective that finding a life partner is complicated. Let's find out why.
Number 14. Flavio Briatore and Elisabetta Gregorossi. Flavio is a man who started his career as a restaurant manager and insurance salesman in Italy. But today he is a highly successful and rich Italian businessman. On the other hand, his wife, named Gregorossi, started her career as a dancer on the Italian television show called Libero. She has been accused of offering sexual favors in return for a job as a showgirl for the Italian national public television company RAI. Which is why, when she married a rich old man, many people didn't spend much time to call her a gold digger. But by looking at their pictures, it's very much clear they are both in love with each other, and seems to be living in a very healthy and successful relationship. The sole reason to include this couple on this list is that the young woman probably didn't marry the rich old man for money, but for the actual love, which is a rare case, and makes it unbelievable too. Number 13. Ben Brown and Jenna Bentley. Here is yet another example of hot young woman dating a rich old man. Jenna Bentley, who's a supermodel, made headlines when the pictures of her with new boyfriend hit the internet. In this case too, both seems to be in genuine love with one another. But the fact is certainly hard to swallow. Why would a supermodel as hot and beautiful as Jenna Bentley like to be in relationship with a man like Ben Brown? Anyway, they looked so in love on their photos. Number 12. Paulo Gabriel da Silva Barros and Catucia Lai Hoshino. Paulo Gabriel da Silva Barros and Catucia Lai Hoshino, both of Brazil, have been verified at a combined height of just 181.41 centimeters, 71.42 inches, and became world record holders after tying the knot. Paulo, aged 31 and 90.28 centimeters, and Catucia, 28 and 91.13 centimeters, first met in 2006 through the now defunct social media platform, Orkut. They chatted online regularly for a couple of years before first meeting in person on December 20, 2008. They began dating on December 29. They maintained a long-distance relationship for 4 years, managing to see each other every couple of months. In January 2012, Catucia decided to move from her hometown of Londrina to Paulo's town, Itapeva. They did not need to live together long before they knew they were meant to be together. They find that being together attracts more attention, but equally, being together gives them greater strength in dealing with the attention. Indeed inspiring. Number 11. Martin van Buren and Anna Henningswaun. Martin Buren, who is sometimes called the Kentucky Giant, was famed for his giant appearance. Some reputable sources, including Guinness Book of World Records, have him listed at being 7 feet and 7.5 inches tall, and weighing 149 kilograms. But the more fascinating thing about the man is that he married to an equally giant woman named Anna Henningswaun. Because of their giant size, the marriage of Martin and Anna resulted in one of the most incredible couples in history. Some of you might be wondering, what if their kids were giant too? That would be a family of giants. Sorry to disappoint you, Anna gave birth to a perfectly normal baby. However, this adorable couple was certainly one of the most fascinating couples in history. Number 10. Xie Tianrong. A loved-up man has become engaged to a sex doll because he says she is so much easier to date than a real woman. Xie Tianrong, who lives with his parents in Hong Kong, has even lavished expensive gifts on his new fiancée, including an iPhone 12. The 36-year-old became betrothed to cut-price Mochi, the doll, earlier this month in a ceremony attended by friends and family. The doll fanatic Xie Tianrong claimed real girlfriends always ask him for something, but the doll demands nothing from him, so she is easier to date. He also said, "When me and my previous girlfriend were together, she was always staring at her phone, but with Mochi, the doll, it's different. She will concentrate and give me all her attention." Number 9. Sainii Masalila and Helen Shabangu. 9-year-old Sainii Masalila has become the world's youngest groom after marrying the 62-year-old woman he tied the knot with in 2014. He claimed he had been told by his ancestors to form a union with the mother of 5, who is already married to Alfred Shabangu, 67. However, in spite of his tender age, Sainii's family acquiesced to the marriage, gifting £500 to the bride and a further £1,000 for the wedding day itself. There was an international outcry the first time the pair wed, but the couple are married only symbolically and do not live together or have sexual relations as per Helen Shabangu. Number 8. Ahmed Muhammad Dor and Safia Abdulli. The couple who proved that age doesn't matter with 95 years age gap. The colossal age gap between the husband and wife makes this couple one of the most unbelievable couples in the world. The Somali man named Ahmed Muhammad Dor was 112 years old when he married a 17-year-old girl named Sophia Abdullah, who became his 6th wife. The man is one of the oldest people on the planet and was born in 18th century. It is almost impossible to believe that a girl as young as Sophia married a man who's about 100 years older than her. At the time of marriage, Dor already had 13 children and 5 wives, 3 of whom had already died. His eldest son was also dead at the age of 80. So, this couple probably have the biggest age difference, for which they can be considered one of most unique couples of all time. Number 7. Anton Kraft and China Bell. In this bizarre relationship, a 4-foot dwarf man is married to a 6.3 feet tall transgender woman. This is an extremely rare kind of couple, only one case is known in the world. Anton Kraft, a weightlifting champion who lifts about 4 times of his own weight, is considered the strongest man of his class. His wife, named China Bell, was born as a male and since been transitioned to a female. This couple is without a doubt one of the most unbelievable and sometimes kind of inspiring. It proves that the love has no boundaries and it doesn't care about color, gender, age or height. Number 6. Sean Stevenson and Min Dai Nis. Sean is an American therapist, a self-help author and motivational speaker. He was born with a rare condition called osteogenesis imperfecta, due to which has fragile bones, stands only 3 feet tall and uses a wheelchair to move. Surprisingly, his wife is perfectly normal and beautiful woman from Arizona, who once stated that Sean is one of the most sexually active men she has ever met. The couple declared to have an awesome sexual life, which might be surprise to most people, perhaps to Sean's disabilities. Number 5. Kyle Jones and Marjorie McCool. We have so far seen several examples of couples having massive age gap. But this couple is probably the most weird among them. Kyle Jones, who's in love to Marjorie McCool, is more than 60 years older than him. Not only, she's his real grandmother. Yes, you read that right. Kyle Jones stated to have an active sexual life with his own grandmother. How not to call that outlandish? We got every reason to call this couple one of the most weird. This is probably the only existing couple to have this kind of relationship on this planet. Number 4. Paul and Maria Butsky. There are plenty of men and women who wouldn't mind sharing the roof with their ex and present lover. But you might not see this kind people in day-to-day life due to several social limitations. But Maria Butsky is a woman who broke the mold and came out of the closet. She says that she couldn't imagine to live without her new husband Paul or ex-lover Peter. So, Maria decided to share her love with both men, on the bed too. We don't know how long this unusual relationship would last, however, all three seems to be pretty satisfied with the decision. Number 3. Gabriela and Victor Peralta. Both Gabriela and Victor are quite weird and unbelievable individuals, but the fact that they have now become a couple makes them even more fascinating. They hold the record of most body modifications and most tattooed couple on the planet. Victor has 90% of his body covered in tattoos, while Gabriela has 65%. Both have been in relationship for almost 2 decades and totally deserve a place in most unique couples on the planet. Number 2. Jose Griggs and Jayla Cooper. When doctors told 9-year-old Jayla that she was diagnosed with leukemia and didn't have much time, she felt bad as it was her dream to walk down the aisle in a wedding gown. So the little girl has enjoyed her dream wedding just 2 weeks before she is expected to die. Yes, her family fulfilled her wish. She married her friend Jose Griggs, whom she met in a medical hospital, and he was also diagnosed with leukemia. This is really beautiful and disheartening at the same time. Jayla didn't win with leukemia, but she must have left with a smile on her face. But unlike the tragic bride, Jose is said to be on the road to recovery from his leukemia. Number 1.
Before telling you, please do hit the subscribe button. Thank you.
So the number 1 on the list is Amanda Rogers and Sheba. This couple deserves the top spot on our list. Because the life partner of Amanda Rogers isn't any human, but a dog named Sheba. Amanda Rogers, a British woman, once did marry a man, but unfortunately marriage was a big failure. So, she decided to go for a non-human partner. When asked why did she marry a dog instead of a man, she replied, "Sheba had been in my life for years, making me laugh and comforting me when I was feeling low. I couldn't think of anything more I'd need from a life partner."
Having differences in a relationship is normal, and relationships can become stronger if partners can talk about differences and stress as a normal part of their relationship. Conflict can often be resolved and serious matters dealt with through respectful communication and a bit of give and take. Also, people around us may judge our choices. We need to learn how to invalidate others' opinion for us to maintain the peace of mind and harmonious relationship with our partners. Be yourself. Words can't bring you down. Thanks for watching, and may we all have the courage to show who we are and what we want.